Alright, hello everybody on YouTube. Welcome back to King Blaine here. We're just going to be wrapping up the last few things to 100% this game. I'm not sure how long it will take. Oh, I'm just wrapping up the last of the game here, Simpy.
Dead Horse Lake is part of a large open-field experiment, a dumping ground for estrogen mimickers to feminize the populace into watching Aubrey Dominique's makeup tutorials rather than Truth Quest.
Yeah. Oh, it was free, huh? Fair enough. Yeah, you missed the first half of the stream. We played UAD for about 3.5 hours. Yeah, I've got and I do mean very little left to do, but I've got a couple of things to 100% the game. I gotta find these guys. I've got a couple of time trials, 6 time trials in these guys, and then the game's 100% done. I'll have every achievement and everything. So that's what we're working on right now.
The shark bursts right out of the gate.
So I reckon this will probably only be
The shark's looking
about 20 minutes, 30. This stuff does not take long to do.
You know, my high school swim coach used to say it's easier to pass through water than overpower it.
Shit.
This shark is really proving herself an athlete to watch.
Well, at least I've got time extra here.
She needs to make sure that her nose is always pointed toward her destination.
Alright, that's another time trial
another
done.
clip for this shark's highlight reel.
Alright, let's go get this one done.
The shark blasts out with an unbelievable stunt. The shark's dorsal helps her keep balance as she moves through the water. Notice how she positions her fins at different angles.
You are so evenly
The flow of the water
cooked, huh?
Swimming is an ancient discipline, and this shark
How
has it
outnumbered.
mastered.
Actually, forget how outnumbered. What kind of ships do you have in that next fight? I have a video on my channel where my battleship sunk 32 ships. It was a 1v32, and I came out on top. That was like 1901. And I was playing the Chinese.
I'd just like to remind you
It's on
that its
YouTube.
founders specifically denied Congress the power to print paper currency.
So, my best advice, if you're that heavily outnumbered at the start of the match, as soon as the match starts, either put all your ships into reverse or tell them all to retreat. If you put them into reverse, the AI has a hard time landing torpedoes because they try to throw them in front of your ship, but since you're in reverse, they usually miss. Mm-hmm. Your engine's repair. Your engines will fix themselves. Engines don't stay permanently broken. Man, that's one bald head on that camera. Wait, bald? What am I talking about? I ain't bald. I've got long, luxurious locks. All the hair I ever need. But yeah, your engines will be broke for probably anywhere from 15 or 20 seconds to a minute. I ain't got my arrows, man.
And so we begin. A dominant performance thus far.
I don't know why we keep talking about bald. I have long, luxurious locks. I even just showed them off. I never said they were on top. They're just out the back.
The shark works her tail like a propeller.
Damn.
Look at the determination.
No! You're shitting me.
The shark should maybe invest in an Olympic competition swimsuit.
I hate the way the jump in this game works, though. It's been the thing that's fucked me over with so many things in this game.
We could be witnessing the rise of the next superstar athlete. Such beautiful controlled movements. Looks like she's hit a win. Sure, but can she repeat that performance in the 2024 Paris Games?
But yeah. I would tell your TA, I would tell your heavy cruisers to just run. I would set them to reverse. Or not even reverse, I would set them to retreat. And I would take all three of your battleships and just throw them into reverse. That's it. The AI is going to catch up to you, but you'll be able to sit there and shell them the whole time they're trying to catch up to you. And when they get close enough for torpedoes, like I said, most of them will miss.
This is actually going quite well.
Now, you still might get hit by a stray torp here and there.
That anal fin is really important as a vertical stable.
Well, if you want to make it more fair, the AI is that stupid because the game studio was shut down.
Wow, such speed and control.
Like, you gotta realize that is only version 1.7 of that game.
This fish really needs a second wind.
And nobody ever uses reverse because you're stuck at like 6 knots an hour.
She looks full of adrenaline.
There is a whole overhaul mod on the game. And when I say it makes the AI better, I mean it makes the AI better.
Well, that's sated
You want to have a hard time playing the game, you can play that mod. Naval's Arms Race is good from what I've heard. But yeah, there is a whole... Let's see. Yeah, it's called the Dreadnought Improvement Project. It's on the Nexus. And it was last updated December 12th, 2025. So it was updated not even a month ago. And it is a full overhaul to the game. Here, give me a minute. I know it's not part of the game I'm playing right now, but there's the mod. You can look at it, and there's a lot of people that play it on YouTube, so you can get some feel for it before you go modding your game and touching stuff, you know? Who's trying to attack me? Why am I in combat? I'm not in combat, game. Nine-inch guns ain't bad, dude. You gotta remember how much more ammo a 9-inch gun has.
Processional way are being constructed to welcome all variety of otherworldly entities to seduce and deceive mankind.
Well, I'm in 19, in the Japanese campaign I was just playing earlier today. We're in 1921 now. And in 1921, my 9-inch guns have almost 50 inches of penetration. I also just put quad turrets on all of my stuff. So I have 9-inch quad guns on all of my ships. My one ship has like 11 or 12 turrets. So let's see.
Site P features underground satellite tracking facilities that can.
So I have like 44 9-inch rounds
their technology
heading towards their face,
that they even know if you're browsing,
along with like 10 8.9-inch guns on the side in the casemates. But that's 44 main caliber rounds being thrown at them. And since it's a 9-inch gun, it's got a lot better accuracy than the other guns. You use even just a 12-inch, you're only going to get about 20% accuracy. My 9-inch guns have 36 base accuracy. So, even if they're just popping in and out of my view range, I can fire one volley and usually at least one shot hits. Maybe two. Yeah, if you're curious to see that whole video, it'll be uploaded to YouTube at some point tonight, early tomorrow. It's a 3.5 hour long video that was recorded in 2K, so YouTube's gonna take forever to upload it.
The shark explodes off the block. This predator really needs to push the pace.
I might play some more UAD here in a little bit,
Surge to come out on top.
but I'll be playing the Chinese campaign instead of the Japanese. I want to get all 3 of my campaigns up to about 1920.
Just like a quote of the day calendar, that was inspiring.
If you want to kill the AI fairly, and you don't want to sit there and cheese the situation, take your battleships, set them to an abreast formation, and tell them to retreat. That way, the only torpedoes you're going to take are going to be on the tail end. They won't get a broadside hit of you, and the whole time you're sailing away at normal speed, you'll be able to fire back at them. And then you can have your cruisers be just a little bit ahead, providing extra covering fire the whole time. So you'll probably have to slow your cruisers down to match your battleship's speed. But you'll basically use your battleships as a bulwark. They're going to be a shield. Now you're going to take a bunch of rounds, but you should be able to, we should be able to shrug most of them off. Because you'll be at such a heavy angle, they would have to, it'd be very, very hard for the AI to penetrate anything. Because it's sloped armor, you know? Ships come to a point, so if you're sailing away from you, that's a very heavy slope to try and penetrate. But, that's how I won the fight with my, wind flag. Here, give me a second. So the Chinese. What's it? Is it this one? Alright, Hellblade? Give me a second. I don't know. Go to building. A lot of building. Buy can. That ain't that one. Was it this one? Fuck off. Very back, probably only 5. Give me a second. Right. Everywhere. Oh, that is come on, where is it? Yeah, all. That ain't it. Really good. It's this one. So it's this video. Give me 1 second here. I'll get you a link, and you can kind of see how I did it. Come on. All right. Give it 1 second here. Now I light a cigarette. Later. No. Let's see, what is that? This is one of the videos I was talking about. That was one battleship versus... I think... Wait, I may have needed to do that wrong. I need to copy it at this turn. Ignore that first link. That one. So that is 8 torpedo boats, 9 light cruisers, 8 heavy cruisers, and 1 battleship. I had 1 ship. Versus all of that. But if you can try and do that, or just, like I said, put it into straight retreat mode, that should help your situation a lot. Alright, I've got one more race to do, and I gotta find all these fucking tinfoil guys.
And we are underway. This is getting tense.
No problem. I build all of my ships knowing that they're gonna be outnumbered every time. So I try to plan around that.
The big fish
That's all the time trials
demonstrates how
done.
to Splash and dash.
I gotta find these tinfoil hat guys. Cool. I don't have a second monitor yet. I plan to have 3. I'm gonna get a rectangle monitor. It's kind of like this. They're between like $80 and $150. But I want to get that for reading chat so I don't have to use my phone.
You are not immune to propaganda.
Maybe that was the guy
Alright.
who gave me the false intel about the Bolivian bioweapon attack on Orlando.
Yeah. I'm just using a guide for this shit. Because I'm not gonna sit here and scour the whole map trying to find them. Yeah. You know you're gonna be outnumbered at the start. Alright, let me go to my bar stools. I got open Discord. Everybody that's watching this on the YouTube after, get over it. Like, I don't expect people to watch this one anyways, but I said I'll do the whole game on camera. Hey, you have 3 battleships. You should be able to solo that pretty easily. Yeah, let me know how it goes, because you should be able to get that done.
Like 100
The shark has wisely routed out another sleeper agent.
But yeah, you have 3 battleships. You should be able to fight that. Alright, my phone is going dead. I need to plug it into my charger. Right behind me. And it's gonna have to sit there for an hour or 2 in charge.
Another insectoid in human's clothing.
I'm gonna broadside it for now, but once they get close, I'll go run away abreast. You gotta remember, battleships aren't maneuverable. They don't turn very quickly or anything. So, keep that in mind. It may be too late if you wait too long. Alright, this guy is 100% done now. I'm looking down from my chat and I'm like, I don't see it. You've been here pretty regularly for UAD. You got an idea of what nation you want to see me play next?
Spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Why be a citizen when you can be a sovereign citizen? Deep in your heart, you know there is only one true lawgiver. You. File your common law affidavit today with Sovereign Now. Because who knows when the Floyd County Sheriff's Department will come knocking about that DUI bench warrant. He knows what he did.
Dead Horse Lake. It was somewhere around here, I think. No, it wasn't. It was somewhere around here. Oh, you know, that is something else cool with that overhaul mod I was telling you about. It lets you play as the other nations, too. So you can be like Norway and stuff. But it overworks a bunch of things that I don't like either. Or overhauls. Like, I've had good and bad experiences with that mod. I like a lot of the changes, but I don't like all of them.
Why does our grid rely on these pollutant technologies? Because the government has suppressed the work of Nikola Tesla, whose research could have provided us with free energy forever.
It's kind of like a weird, like, pizza chicken.
I always suspected that that man was part of a Chinese-led coup against the United States.
Yeah, you can play Scandinavia, Netherlands, all that stuff in that mod. But I haven't tried Naval Arms Race. I've heard really good things about it. I think the YouTuber was called Stealth Gaming or something. I used to watch them play it, and I think they played Scandinavia. Like Stealth Gaming or Stealth 17 or something like that. It's been a while, so I can't remember off the top of my head.
Here in Golden Sands, the wealthy global elite solidifies its power base.
Was it over here? Where am I at? It's up here. Yeah, Stealth 17.
My enemies are everywhere. They're even wearing my own branded apparel.
Yeah, I've always said that I'm not gonna mess with any of the mods until I've played every campaign from 1890 to the end in the base game. But right now I'm working on a Japanese, I'm working on a Chinese, and I'm working on a USA. Still France, Russia, Italy, and Spain.
I see a monument to the engorged
Oh, and also
spouse
Hungary.
of Osiris the sun god.
We're over here. Oh, there it is.
That man was an insectoid hologram. I saw the image flickering as he was rendered limb by limb.
Yeah, I want to try and beat all the base game stuff that's just there before I start messing with the mods. Let's just fast travel. This is gonna be way quicker. Alright, that's everything maxed out there.
Don't forget, everything you see is just window dressing for the Matrix. glad the shark has purged my fan base of pernicious outsiders secretly plotting to harm my reputation.
Alright, next is caviar. Somewhere over here. Huh?
This
Why did
city,
my game
like
do
so
that?
many across our once great country, has become an Agenda 21 cesspool.
If you just
Wait! That was one of my loyal Truth Quest watchers.
Alright, this is the last one. I'll have all of these guys gone. And then I'll
Love books,
switch
but
around
don't
to
love
another
to
game.
read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today, like H.P. Bearden's Parrots, The Sinister Truth.
There you are.
Okay, trust the shark's plan.
I think that's everything. Let's see. Yeah, that's 100%. So we're gonna wrap up this video on this game right here. I hope everyone has a good day, a good life, and a good I fucked up my whole outro. Well, you know what? The fucked up outro anyways, just cheers everyone. Have a good night.